Hello, I'm Roger Bisbee. Got a question that's come in on Ask Skill Builder from Will. He's got a Freudian slip here because he said, I've been flooding your channel for years. He means following, but obviously water's on his mind. And actually, when you look at this, when you start looking at the pictures, it's not really a classic damp problem. What he's got is flaking paint. And okay, I look at it and I think maybe there's a bit of damp coming in here, maybe that's a problem. But then you look at this bit on the corner higher up, and this wouldn't be damp, this is just flaking paint. It's one of those problems that you get with extra shiny plaster where somebody hasn't used a mist coat. They haven't used something that soaks into the plaster. And with some plasters, they polish up. It's a bit of a British thing. The continentals tend to leave a more open face on their plaster, just put it on, trowel it off. But there are certain plasterers in the UK who like to really piss off decorators by polishing the plaster so that you can see your face in it. They make it like a mirror. Splash a bit of water, run the trowel over, splash a bit of water, and they get this really shiny, beautiful. And everyone goes, oh, that looks lovely, that's so great. Try decorating on it. Try sticking tiles on it. If you've got tile adhesive, they just fall off. What you sometimes end up having to do with that plaster is to just rough it up a bit before you start decorating, which sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? You really don't want to do that. So what they say is put a mist coat. So you dilute the paint. You get an emulsion paint, not a vinyl paint, but an emulsion paint. You dilute it. You can buy primer paints already made which are diluted. So basically you're buying water and you put that on the wall. You let that soak in, and that gives a key for the next coat of paint to go on. And if you don't do that, you get this problem that Will's got here, where it's just flaking off, coming off in sheets. And unfortunately, Will, I'd love to give you an easy solution. He said he's used a Zinsser primer on there to try and keep the thing, stick it back on. And Zinsser's an amazing product, by the way. Use that and it sticks to most things and it can cover up nicotine stains and all sorts. But in this case, he's going to have to take all that paint off to get the primer on there. And I think once you've taken all that paint off, you might as well just sand it down slightly, the plaster, and then put a mist coat on it and then begin again. But what a nightmare. Taking all that paint off, even if it's flaking off, you'll find bits which are stuck better than the rest of it. It'd be lovely if you could just peel it off in sheets. And it may well be that you could use something like a steam stripper on it, and that would actually soften it up enough so that you could just get on it with a scraper and just run it off in huge areas. But I wouldn't be sanding it because it just make too much of a mess and I don't think you do a great job. So try and get the paint off first, then just run the sander over it, you know, or even by hand, just rub it back a little bit so that you've got a key. And then I think you should be all right. I don't see any sign of damp here, Will. It doesn't seem to me that we're talking about bubbling. We're just talking about it coming off in large flakes. So I hope that helps, and nice to have a decorating question once in a while. Even though I'm not a decorator, I do see these problems time and time again, and a lot of them come down to lack of good preparation. You've got to prepare to prepare. What do they say? Prepare to fail? No. What do they say?
Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Oh yeah. So you've got to prepare properly because what do they say? Fail to repair. Oh. What do they say? They say fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's what they say.
Yeah, you did it.
Hey. So if you want some help from Skill Builder team, then follow the links on the screen. We're always pleased to get questions. I can't promise to answer every single one of them, but I do spend large amounts of time answering the questions and communicating with people. Sometimes it gets quite protracted. We have 10 emails going backwards and forwards.